Hello and welcome. Hope that you're doing amazing, phenomenal, well, feeling yourself, loving yourself, enjoying yourself, and yeah, taking it all in and allowing everything to be taken in. I don't know. Anyways, hope that you are feeling amazing and good. Nonetheless, less than none. Okay. My name is Latice. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for joining. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I do readings on here as well as readings down below. And yeah, like I'm sharing, subscribe. We're gonna get into this. I wanted to. I literally sat here and I was just like, okay, spirit, what are we doing today? What would you like to do today? How are we setting things up today? And I was like, okay, maybe we should do this, maybe we should do this. And my mind kept going and it was like, shh, shh, just quiet. Just quiet, quiet for a moment. So I just sat there for a moment and I was just like, okay. And they were like, what's above you? I was like, what's above me? And then that's when I started hearing the noise. I was like, what's above me? They was like, no, 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 what's above you? And I immediately thought, oh, it's above me now. And so that's essentially what this reading is about. Because sometimes we do so much and we're like, why is this not working? Why is this not working? It's because spirit is working on some other stuff for you. That's above you. That's what you weren't expecting, what you can't do, what you can, what you don't know, whatever, so forth and have you, right? So again, it's what's above you is essentially what is spirit handling. And sometimes when spirit starts doing stuff, it's like, okay, I wasn't expecting you to do that, or I wasn't expecting it to be this quickly, or I wasn't expecting me to have to do this. So when spirit starts moving, it's because you told spirit to move. It's given when you move, I move. Just like that, It's that type of energy. So that's essentially what this reading is. It's what is above you. What is spirit working on for you that you essentially have no control over? It's essentially a tower moment. So let us go ahead and get into this. There's a whole bunch. Mm-mm-mm. I have to find a clean page. Um, this will be pick a card energy. It will. I am feeling three separate energies. I have not picked the cards at all. I have not picked the overall energy. So I really sat here, allow spirit to move, tell me what we're gonna do and how we're gonna set it up, and that's exactly what it's doing. So just go down below, pick pile 1, pile 2, or pile 3, and then we'll be able to go from there and gather your energy. Okay. So for pile 1, starting at 303. How are you, pile 1? That is hilarious. 303. You have a lot of balance energy. Can feel like it's teetering right now, almost like a tricycle. Let's see what spirit, what cards are you calling for them, spirit? Everything. Hmm. And this deck. I'm feeling a few decks for you. Definitely feeling this one. Definitely feeling this one for sure. We got in the shadows for you, which is hilarious because they are essentially working in shadows. But the fact that it's this balanced energy, and we got an in the shadows card. The I Ching deck was essentially Proverbs, and then they also pulled me to the Moonology deck, which is essentially moon cycles energy. So this is letting me know that you are pulling on, because this is literally like emotional energy. I think of it this way, and this is like logical energy. Like, okay, let's get it. So it's literally they pulled out two separate decks that are essentially two separate energy, but they balance each other. And then we got in the shadows. We're almost like this in between energy, this not sure energy of should I follow fully my head, the logical, the patterns, what I'm seeing on the outside, or should I follow the visions that I'm getting, the dreams, my passions, my goals? And so it's like this balance of like, what steps am I taking? I'm feeling like you are trying to make a decision and you don't know what steps or which direction to take. And so spirit is going to be coming in, helping you with getting a little bit more clarity and balance on being like, it's a little bit of both. It is a little bit of both. I feel like you're trying to manifest something. Thank you, Spirit. You're trying to manifest something. And sometimes you feel like, okay, let me write out what I'm trying to manifest, get extra, let me set this up. And you feel like as soon as you don't do those things, it delays the manifestations or it cancels it. Or I say, or you feel like you have to go after it fully emotional, fully wholeheartedly invested, ignoring everything else, ignoring the actual physical elements and signs and patterns. So with this in the shadow, Spirit is like, take a little bit of a deeper dive into both of those things and how they work in your life and allowing that to manifest. What do you have for them? What's above them? More than one card fall. It's crazy because sometimes I hear like more than one card falling and it doesn't. So this is letting me know. So this is letting me know that sometimes, like I said, you can kind of get a little bit in your head. Yeah. So we have. I wondered how far this would go. I hope you're happy. I need to focus on my healing. And then what did you want from me? Thank you, Spirit, for leading and guiding this conversation. And I'm hearing the song by Sir. All in my head, all in my head, baby, you all in my head, all in my head. And I feel like you give me, thank you, Spirit, echo chamber vibes. Like you might talk yourself out of situations or things of that sort. And so in the past, in your shadow self, you would wonder how far you can take things, how far can you push it. And maybe in the past you're like, you're one of those people like, I'm gonna wake up today, it's gonna be the best fucking day possible. Ain't nothing gonna do that, ain't nothing gonna bring me down. I don't care, people yelling at work, I don't care. And it's like you would wonder how far that joy, that resilience, that not giving a fuck would take you, because it is over here on this emotional energy side. And so it's almost like, okay, how far will this take me? Because the center energy is like where you're in between, is like, I hope you're happy, but it's like you're talking to yourself, like, I hope you're happy with the decisions you're making, hope that we will be happy, are we happy? And it's almost like, what did you want? What do I want from myself? And then with this, I need to focus on my healing. You feel like maybe you laid your emotions too far and it got you into places where you don't feel properly ready quite yet. Where you're like, I don't know if I'm ready, but it's like you already pushed it to its limits and now you're pushing it further past those limits. So it's not even like, am I ready? It's like, what do you need to focus on now? And I feel like what got you here was you focusing on your dreams, your passions, your goals, what makes you happy, what makes you surrounded. But now it's like, how do I keep this energy? How do I allow this to stay here with me and work with me and work through me? And so now you're asking yourself, like, what did you want from me? You're asking your spirit team, like, what did you want from me? What was the entire point of me moving here, me accepting or denying that job, me getting into this relationship, or me leaving the relationship, or whatever? How far did I take it and where was I truly going? And so I feel like you guys are the spiritual pile. I feel like you're getting to a point where you are really like, okay, I don't want to just live life without spirit working with me. Yeah, you have some past energy of yourself that you're holding on to, possibly like, I mean, if I went this way, or if this happened, or if they notice that. But it's like you have to focus on your healing from everything. I feel like with this energy of pushing things to the limit of, I'm feeling like it's almost like, oh my God, I hope y'all ain't doing this. It's like those people that do those loyalty tests to see if the person is loyal. It's like you used to do things like that. Like, I'm gonna see what they're gonna say if this happens. It's like you're almost like testing people or testing yourself and see how far you'll go or how you will react. And that's good on the delusional side, the manifestation side, but you need a sense of logic, of groundedness. Thank you, Spirit, of groundedness, of a plan. And so now Spirit is really making you sit down with yourself and saying, what do you want out of life? What do you want from yourself? What is truly going to make you happy? Because you already were like, how far is this going to go? And you could also been that way with some things like, okay, how far? The bad thing is like, how far is this going to go? I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to set this up. I'm trying to, whatever it is. And so it's this energy where spirit is really sitting you down. They are sitting you down and saying, no more wondering how far to go. We need you to focus on where you want to go. Like, what do you want to feel truly? Not just what something may look like and but how is it going to truly feel? Truly. It's I'm seeing that one scene from My Little Pony where it's hilarious. Twilight Sparkle was so engulfed in trying to figure stuff out for herself because somebody from the ooh, spirit, this is good. Literally, her future self came back to the past, and to cut the long story short, she came up to the past to tell her not to worry. Like, there's nothing to worry about. Like, you don't have to worry. But the present Twilight Sparkle kept asking questions like, what about this? Well, why are you here? That wouldn't make sense because this, and the future Twilight Sparkle wasn't able to tell her, like, there's nothing to worry about. There's no need to stress. But the cycle came and she was like, wait, she didn't get to finish. I need to figure out what she needs to say. I need to talk to her. I need to da-da-da-da, and let her know. Da-da-da-da. And towards the entire episode, I feel like you're a little bit of both, which is hilarious because I feel like your energy is almost split. Thank you, Spirit. And so Spirit is trying to bring you back into one. The whole episode, Spike was like, well, that's Future Spike's problem because he kept eating ice cream, He was like, that's going to be Future Spike's problem. I'm enjoying myself right now. He was wondering how far I can go with Twilight not paying attention and being like, you don't need all that. And how far to go with his own consumption. And in the end, he had the worst stomach ache. He was like bent over. He was like, this, I am now Future Spike. I am now Future Spike. And so with this energy of I wonder how far to go, what did you want from me? It's almost like, don't go with fleeting pleasures or quick things or pushing the limit to push the limit to see how far to go, because you will still have to deal with those repercussions of you pushing those limits. Doing in the way that is sensible, reasonable for you, that isn't going to have you being like, shit, well, let me figure out how to deal with this one. Spirit doesn't want you doing that anymore. And so now they're working with slowing you down. I feel like sitting you down. Spirit just keeps saying sitting you down. And really setting up a plan, setting up a goal of what you truly want and are expecting out of your life. So they could have been putting people in your life, such as mentors, teachers. They could have been putting books in front of you or like documentaries. It's something where they want you to take on more information. So that way, in case you do want to have this full type energy, it's not in a way that is detrimental long term. And so I feel like with them working above you, it's them is giving Ganesh energy, where Ganesh will literally put obstacles in your path so that way you are redirected to the right path. Right? And instead of figuring out how far can I go of like breaking this obstacle and going and hitting another obstacle, it's like, okay, let me take a moment, a pause and a break and see that I've reached the obstacle, a path or a challenge, and not just everyday things. It's like, okay, where am I leading myself now? Where am I truly leading myself? And so taking that in and taking that on is a true revelation that you are going to have to sit with. Because I feel like you also want to see like, I'll take the project, and then you got a million project. It's like you take on a lot because you feel like that's future self's problem or energy, but you are your future and present self. So you have to focus on your healing and allowing yourself to feel like just because there is a plan or a schedule or discipline involved, it does not take away from your passion, your emotion, and your energy behind it. Right? Of course, you can sew clothes and freehand sew clothes, but it's a lot easier when you have that blueprint and you can kind of pick the clothes with the bend and then okay, and then you got the mannequin and you can set it up in front. It's a lot easier. It still allows somebody to be passionate about in fashion. But now it's like, okay, I'm not sewing 3 arms when the person only has 2 or 1. It's like I'm not doing that extra. and being like, well, that'll be future stuff's problem. I ain't about to stuff, but shit, we'll figure it out. And so it's like Spirit is like, we're not figuring shit out anymore. We're gonna know exactly what needs to be done, so that way I'm not an echo chamber in my own head. Okay? So Spirit is working on sitting you down, putting obstacles in place, making you really think about what you're doing and why you're doing it, so that way it's not just an afterthought in yourself and in your life. Because hoping that you're happy versus knowing that you're happy or what can make you happy is quite the difference. Ashe? So that has been your reading of what's above you. Spirit is really sitting you down. This is not like even a tower moment. This is like Two of Wands energy, which is hilarious. It's Two of Wands. It's also action, but it's intentionally planting seeds. It's Two of Pentacles energy. A lot of two energy for sure. You are intentionally planting seeds versus just like, well, these are mixed, and be like, oh, that crop killed that crop. And no. We're not doing that anymore. Spirit says, sit down somewhere. Make a plan. Make a budget. Clear out those contacts, set up those DMs, do what you need to do. But right now, you're not going off of half of a wing, okay? But that has been reading, my darlings. I love you. Love yourselves more. Until next time. And then we got 1620 for our pile number 2 of what is above you, okay? Let's clear out that energy. Thank you, Spirit. Drink a little bit of water. Let's go ahead and It's funny because when I was hearing it, I just had grabbed the moon deck for the other card, for the other pile, excuse me. Even if you come from that. I grabbed it, didn't use it. But I was like, as I was concentrating on yours after I cleared out the energy just now, they were like the moon cards. And I thought they meant the moonology cards, but they said no, the moon cards. And these cards are like essentially my time cards. So this is letting me know that Spirit is working on you in your expectations in time frames and circumstances of feeling like you have to either meet a requirement in a certain time or you won't meet a requirement in a certain time. Ashe, so let's see what Spirit is working on above you in regards to time and that energy. Come on now. Thank you, Spirit. What do you have for pile 2 in regards to the time and energy? I thank you, Spirit. I thank you, Spirit. I thank you, Spirit. All right. Wow. I gave my quick lesson in a hurry. We have at dusk. So in the morning, I'm hearing some of you could be waking up in the morning. You're like, why the hell am I waking up so early? And you're going to bed maybe at your regular scheduled time, or you're just waking up sooner than you want to wake up. But it's like this energy when you're rising from dusk to dawn. That's how I remember it. You're rising in the morning. And so it's like I feel like a lot of fog is Spirit is clearing a lot of fog for you. You know, when the sun comes up, a lot more things become visible. You become aware of a whole lot more things versus at night, even if the moon is shining, not everything is as clear as it is in the day. Shake, confirmation burp. So we understand and recognize that. So at dusk is Spirit, I'm hearing, has been waking you up. Has been waking your soul up, has been waking you up early. A lot of waking up early. I'm hearing like 8 a.m., 7 a.m., 5 and 6 a.m. It's like they want you to rise with the sun. I'm so hard headed, Spirit. I really am, because I know. I'm so fucking hard headed. But I'm getting the bat energy. And the bat energy is typically where it's like you are able to see things in a different way, in a different perspective, right? And so to rebalance in with the bad energy, it's essentially rising with the sun to see that every new day is a new perspective. It's a new start. I always like to say, I have never experienced this day before. I may have been in this month before, which is currently February. I may have been on this day before, which is currently the 4th. But I've never experienced February 4th of 2026. I've never been this old before in this month. So it's like there are so many new aspects to my life. And I feel like Spirit is making you think of things in that way. It's almost like bring you back to this childlike, whimsical energy, right? Where I'm seeing an old video of my goddaughter, and she just kids just wanna, if they can crawl inside of you, they would, and she would just be around me, hanging on me. Even when she was crying, she was like, ah. I'm just like, all right, girl, all right. And I remember a video of her I'm just laying, chilling, recording myself, and she just come up and then just start bouncing her butt on me. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? So it's just this energy of like, I don't really care. I know you're gonna give me attention now. Why don't give her attention that you? So it's like it's almost this energy. Spirit is calling you back to your inner child, where it's like you deserve as much attention as people feel when they're watching the sunrise. You deserve as much clarity as when the sun rises. It's a lot of energy of clarity, understanding. It's almost like this, you're in like this adult toddler stage, because toddlers between the ages of 3 and 5, they ask a lot of questions like, why this? What's going on? Why do I have to eat that? Why we got to do that? And it's like you're asking a lot more questions, but Spirit is like, finally. Because I feel like for some time you have been questioning things, but not really like going directly with those questions. It's kind of like, is that? And you would kind of like, no, brush it off. Or you would ignore your own intuition, your own signs, your own understanding. That's hilarious. I literally was thinking on a foggy day, Ashe. So it's this energy where you are allowing yourself to get the clarity that Spirit is leading you to, the signs, the patterns, the gut feelings. I'm hearing the passion of devotion to something. So you're like, why am I thinking about this all of a sudden? It's like when you start craving something out of nowhere. And I feel like that's what Spirit is doing with your curiosity. So you could have Sag in your chart, Gemini energy in your chart, Aquarius energy in your chart, Leo energy in your chart. Thank you, Spirit. Coming in here, those are the signs coming in, whether you have them in your chart or not, but those are the signs that are coming in heavy. It's this inquisitive, wanting to understand energy, but standing in that confidence of what I do and don't know. And that is going to open a whole lot more doors for you. So yeah, we have at dusk, we got on a foggy day, we got on Friday in December. So something could have happened in December, or something could be happening in December, because it's currently February when I'm filming this, but what the fuck is time? Okay. Um, then we have in December on a Friday, I'm hearing Friday the 13th, which is also coming up hilariously as well in this month, but something in that regards where it's like this childlike energy, because in December, kids are okay with asking for what they want. In December, it's like this Christmas. It is Spirit wants you to start asking for what you want, whether that's clarity, whether that's understanding, whether that's removal, whether that's blessings. I feel like you've been in this cloudy stage for some time. Yeah. Spirit is like, let's give them some answers. Let's give them some understanding. I'm hearing you're gonna have something to do on the weekend. Doesn't have to be this week, but it's something you're gonna have to do on the weekend. Not like have to do, but like you're gonna want to do something that's gonna compel you to tap back into that inner whimsy, that frolicking, that not caring but knowing that you're secured energy. Yes, something something is being cleared up for sure. Something is being cleared up. And that's also why they have you bring the moon, because the moon is about that hidden truth, that understanding, that intuitional growth, and nurturing that mother energy. So yeah, it's like let them be the mother. Spirit is saying, let us be the mother. We got within a month something that you're going to be investing in. I'm hearing for some within a month. I'm hearing diving into within a month. Something that you're going to be doing in a month that you have been manifesting, but was kind of like, I'm seeing like a ship coming on shore, and the light the light bulb for the lighthouse is not working, and they're trying to fix the light bulb while the ship was coming to the shore. And the ship was like, okay, we're getting closer and closer and closer. Like, where the fuck? I don't know if I'm all the way this far back from it, or if I'm right in front of it. I don't know. And so it's almost like this. You have like this faith that you don't even realize is faith in the way that you act and see and move and things. So it's this faith that you have where, like, you know what? I know I'm in the water. I know I'll go to where I need to go. I'm going to start navigating slowly. So you could have been slowing some things down just a little bit. But yeah, it's like you have this faith without even realizing that it's faith. But it's like this clear fogginess was like, I don't know. But you kept moving. You kept thinking in your highest regard of like, I don't know. But it's like that but is like, but shit, I know to figure itself out. I know I'm gonna figure it out. I know it's gonna work out. And it always seems like so. It's like this energy within a month where it's like finally the light bulb is fixed in the house. But I feel like it's only going to start doing that when you recognize that you are the light, you are the sun energy. Mm. And I feel like your ancestors, your guides is who's on the ship. Thank you, Spirit. I love when the messages your guys, your ancestors, God, whomsoever, they were on the ship. And I feel like you have to navigate the ship and fix the light bulb and make sure that, the beach was clean. It was like you feel like you were doing a lot, but you have this faith. And so Spirit is like, come into this inquisitiveness, this folly, this childlike energy. That's where they want you right now. So within a month, opportunities, doors opening. Yeah, something I keep hearing investing in something, and it doesn't have to just be money. It can be like, I didn't have enough time, and now you have enough time to do it. Yeah, Spirit is working on it, still navigating the boat towards you and allowing you to recognize that as soon as you turn on that lighthouse, that's when things can start hitting the shore. That's when money, opportunities, investments, time, breaks can start hitting the shore. It's clearing things up for you. Things are being cleared up for you. So follow those questions, follow that gut intuition. If you're rising in the morning, or if you like can't sleep at night around like 2 and 3, just start writing down those messages, or those drawing those pictures, or just breathing, or just sitting and staring at the ceiling. But take those moments to talk to Spirit, to talk to God, because they are listening and they are ready, and they're ready for you to turn on the light versus looking for the light outward. Ashe. All right. But that has been your reading, my darling, my loves. I love you. Love yourself so much more. Until next time. All right. We got 27, 35, 27, 35, 27, 35, 27, 27, 35. How are we doing? Pile number 3. Hope that you are doing phenomenal, amazing, and well. Okay. Let's see what Spirit is working on above for you. Your cards were already picked out. I didn't even have to look back there. Everybody else has had to pull from my box drawer thing. But yeah, yours, they haven't pulled it out of the last reading for you right now. So you could have came from 2. And your cards are the only cards that have like words. Like the other cards did have words, but it was like yeah. This kind of like clear messages. What Spirit is working on above for you here. Oh. Alrighty. The first thing that we have is dentist and oral health. So you could have been dealing with health insurance problems, or not being able to get a good dentist, or dealing with oral health issues. And now that will be taken care of, but also on a spiritual level, Spirit is saying like your mouth is going to be working profoundly. I'm hearing what that mouth do. Spirit would not let me not say it because they're just as childish as I fucking am. What is essentially going to be like, what does that mouth do? Does it command oceans and seas and all that stuff, or does it detriment itself and put itself into? So it's going to be like really, Spirit is making you watch your mouth, watch your tone, watch your energy, and watch what the hell you say when you say it, if you need to say anything at all. Because oral health is also, I know I said it here before, like I was the toothpaste I was using was breaking me. I'm like, what the fuck? And so it's also going to be a revelation of just because something is supposed to be good for you doesn't mean it actually is good for you. You don't need to consume it spiritually, emotionally, mentally, physically, sexually, whatever. So with this dentist oral health, yes, it could be on that physical level, getting things figured out with health insurance, being able to get them here in braces, the root canal, whatever, but also on a spiritual level of like being able to talk that shit and allowing that shit to be what's navigating moving spirit is like putting a microphone in your throat and you don't even realize it. Okay? We have your aura is so very captivating with that yellow solar plexus energy, Leo, Sag, Aries energy, knowing self and understanding how to put that out into the world with profound energy, peace, and understanding. And we also got profound peace on this side with the solar plexus as well. So again, this is when you how it works is each chakra has a counterpart chakra, and then we're just gonna go with the basic seven, okay? Like the solar plexus is in the middle, right? Sorry, the root chakra goes to the crown, the sacral chakra goes to the eye, and the solar plexus goes with the throat. Those two work together because when you know your sense of self-worth, how to navigate yourself, it allows you to speak more confidently, more sure, because you understand what the fuck you're talking about, why you're talking about it, how to activate it, situate it, whatever it is. So it allows your aura to be very captivating because it's almost like a clean gut, a clean energy, a clean resonance of vibe that you're going through and experiencing. So with this coming in, it's like your aura is very captivating because you recognize your aura. You're utilizing it in a way that is, sorry, it's like sticking, in a way that is allowing peace, boundaries, opportunities, and speaking up on that. And people are going to recognize that. And so your aura will be very, very captivating because it's working from the inside out. We have I'm actively living the life I love. And you triggered me, but I dove deep and healed. So it's hilarious because you have essentially like the root chakra energy, heart chakra energy with the pink card, the love card, the rose quartz card, but also heart chakra energy. Heart chakra is the center that works with the eighth chakra. So that auric energy, which is the eighth chakra. So you essentially got them all. So it's this balance energy, this spirit is working on you being seen, heard, felt, and being able to actively live the life that you love. So you could be going through a lot of triggers because the trigger you triggered me, but I dove deep and healed is right under the profound peace. You recognize how you acted or reacted to certain things, the possible manipulation, the lying, the settling, the stifling, whatever it is. It's like you recognize what triggered you and how you may have possibly acted in the past or how you wanted to react, but you was like, no, 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 no. Let me dive deep and heal. Let me either confront you and get this thing situated. I'm getting thank you, Spirit. I'll pull it. Yes, the final card too. Third house energy, mutable Gemini, air, Mercury, communication, understanding, knowledge, growth. It's also the sister sign to Sagittarius energy, this fire energy, this inquisitive energy for self and with the life, and this protective warrior energy of self. So you're pulling into this self-preservation, and spirit is also, that's why they want got dentist or health, because it's like your physical, your mental, and your spiritual and emotional is coming into a realm where it is allowing you to live. Like there's no other way. Live, truly live the life that you love. Truly allow that in. Be around people that you love, because people that you love can trigger you without even knowing that they're triggering you. They are just being them. And so it's like you're getting to this point where you are approaching things in a way where it's like, I'm either going to protect my peace or put my peace behind a wall, and now I'm frigid and fearful and angry and distrustworthy and all this stuff because I'm trying to protect my peace, but my peace needs to be shown by those boundaries, by calling things out, by saying things and what I will and won't accept. That is truly protecting it. Okay? So spirit is really allowing you to be seen, heard, and felt. I'm hearing in a lot of places where you weren't able to beforehand. And it's not like you are circling back. It's just in a way of like people are going to recognize it. Or I'm hearing acknowledge it even if they did recognize it beforehand. I'm coming out. I want the world to know. Gotta let it show. I'm coming. Yeah, it's gonna feel like that energy, like you're a new person, a new energy. Yeah. Spirit is working on you being confident in being seen, being sure that you are supposed to be at that meeting. Be sure that you are supposed to be signing these $1 million deals. Be sure that you are supposed to be wearing these clothes. They're allowing yourself, and I feel like you, with this, you also trigger yourself sometimes. But you have to dive deep and heal versus leading with shame or judgment. So yeah, you're trying to actively live a life. You're romanticizing your life a whole lot more. Third house energy is also collaboration energy, coming together energy. So you're coming together not only with yourself, but others to allow yourself to be seen and recognized. Mm. Yeah, spirit is working on that heavy with you. They are allowing you to, it's just you being you. They want you on those stages. They want you in those rooms, in those meetings. They want you to in those relationships. They want. I mean, they need that from you. They need that for you. So start continuously speaking those things into existence because you are deserving of it. So much. Okay. Yeah. Spirit is working on making sure that you're able to feel that all through your body, all through your energy. Ashe. Yes, sir. But that has been your reading, my darlings, my loves. Love you. I love you. I love you. Love yourselves more. Until next time.